Jam on toast!
So hey there, welcome to the Jam. I'm Cameron. Today the toast is to I Am Number 4. This is a review for week 52 of hashtag We Are Movie Club. This week's pick was Charlie's. So the short sell on this one is that there's some aliens hunting some other aliens right here on Terra. My love it for this one is that the fight scenes were amazingly choreographed. There was some sweet parkour stuff in there, a lot of like, hey, I can dodge this and watch how, and then they started getting energy blasts in the mix and his superpowers started kicking in, and yeah, there was a lot of good stuff to work with on this one, and the production value met every criteria it needed to make these fight scenes look amazing. I almost want to call it like a trope of action films. My hate for this one is that the characters, I just didn't really like anybody. Like, they do a lot of work for the development, but I didn't care. There's like, it's just, why do I care about you? And we never got anywhere with that. The MVP for this film was definitely Timothy Olyphant. He was the guardian of number 4, and if you remember, he was the drug-dealing porn producer in The Girl Next Door. Great job, Tim. But let's go on the category.
Aesthetics.
I think I made a fair point of saying that this movie looks great, it sounds great, they did a lot of good job trying to get the action to make sense and do things in cool special effects, especially with number 6 doing her thing, kind of teleporting around. If you see that fairly quickly once you realize who number 6 is, so But a lot of good CGI, especially with the dog and that lizard at the beginning, and the turkey-eating beasts that they brought with them. The practical effects were actually a little wonky on this one to me. The idea of him having like runes and lights inside him is kind of stupid, and then the teeth and gills and everything on the monks or whatever were, they looked dumb. I'm not saying it wasn't feasible, I'm not saying it wasn't a good job, it just, they looked that much like humans, but then they have all these super extra additives that they, to the point where, I don't know, I had some minor issues on this one. Aesthetics gets 91.
Character development.
Like I said, they did the work. They put in all these great scenes, especially between guy and girl, and even this kind of weird, like, not gonna happen romance between Sam and number 6, and building up the characters of the enemies hunting the good guys, and the good guys running for their lives because their planet was destroyed, and blah blah blah, must raise child, become the prophet and hero, blah blah blah. But from my tone, I hope you understand that I just really didn't give a shit about the characters. They didn't hold anything for me. The closest may have been the pregnant girl from Glee, her character. Her thing may have been the closest, because I could totally see me and her hanging out like back when. Maybe with Sam too, but like, she was by far one of the more interesting characters, but she didn't hold any level of badassery like Tim Olyphant's character did. Character development gets an 80.
Storyline.
It's not so much that it's a bad story, it's more that, hey, honestly, you told me such a small, insignificant part of the story. Like, I get that's where this character gets his power, but without, like, the next 3 or 4 stories that this has to be part of, or maybe the whole thing where the monks took the planet in the first place. It doesn't have to have a happy ending to be good. It just seems kind of boring. The characters, especially since I don't care about them, I don't feel like the execution was done very well. There's just a lot that could be left to desire, and I think if this had done well, you very well could have got some more movies of them hunting down the other aliens, and it could have been fun. As this storyline, it's an 80.
Compulsion.
I'm sorry, I was a little bit bored through this one. I walked into the movie thinking like, hey, I remember liking this. I think I know at least one of the actors. I know it'll be good. And I never got into it. I think it's mostly because I didn't care about the characters. And why? it was nice to look at, but I kept getting bored between the nice look at parts and looking at other things, and just, hell, I mean, he's adorable, and you play with him instead, but listen to the movie, I don't know. Compulsion gets a 70. Now, if you total all that up, you get an average of 80.25. For my wrap-up review, I've got to say, if you like sci-fi and you don't care about interplanetary sci-fi, this is a pretty good one. If you like action movies, you just like fighting and superpowers, this is for you. If you like comic book movies with Marvel superheroes and stuff, this will probably be up your alley. Hopefully you'll like the characters a little bit better than me, because I need a little bit more investment to really make the movie for me. Once again, this was a review for hashtag We Are Movie Club. This week's pick was Charlie's. Next week's pick is going to be mine, and we're going to do Old Boy. This, fair warning, this is subtitled. It's a Korean film, if I'm remembering correctly. And there is a more current update. So our pick is going to be 2003's, which should be available on UK, US, Netflix, and the 2011 version with, oh god, I can't remember the actor, and Elizabeth Olsen. That's going to be another time, hopefully, even though I really do like that version as well. I apparently have to go. Have a nice day. I am Cameron.
If you want to see anything else we're up to, go ahead and click the annotations, and they'll take you to our other channels.
What are you doing, buddy? I've tried to get this sort of thing to happen when they were small enough. Nope.